Welcome to this explainer. If you've been sitting there just kind of crossing your fingers and hoping for the best with your AI music generators, it is absolutely time to stop. Today, we're totally stepping out of that guessing game and diving headfirst into the precision of advanced music fusion engineering. Let's get into it.
So let's address the elephant in the room right off the bat. Why exactly does your AI music sound, well, messy? You type in this really fun idea, you hit generate, and what comes back is, honestly, either a demonic robot screech or just a chaotic wall of sound that doesn't even come close to what you wanted. It's a super common pain point. But look, the solution isn't to just keep spamming that generate button and hoping for a miracle. The real fix? A highly structured framework. Today, we're going to explore the ultimate scientific approach for platforms like Suno and Udio, and we're going to transform you from a casual user straight into a pro audio engineer.
Here is our masterclass syllabus for today. First, we've got the Big 5 framework. Second, 3 epic fusion examples. Third, some pro tips and a handy cheat sheet. And finally, custom structure and lyrics. All right, let's jump right in.
Section 1, the Big 5 framework. The absolute secret here is a total mindset shift. We need to stop treating AI like it's magic and start treating it like a strict science.
To make a track sound incredibly professional and completely avoid that disorganized auditory mess we just talked about, we use a very specific formula. We call it the Big 5. It's a technical approach that requires you to divide your prompt into 5 distinct categories. Listen, the absolute biggest mistake people make is just typing out one long, rambling sentence. Seriously, don't do that. Instead, we're going to compartmentalize our instructions so the AI knows exactly what to do.
Okay, let's break this down. Your prompt needs to be just a single paragraph, but it absolutely must contain these 5 elements, and you need to separate them cleanly with commas. First up, your core genres. State exactly what is colliding, like synthwave meets bossa nova. Second is the vibe or atmosphere. Is it nostalgic, eerie, futuristic? You got to give the AI that emotional baseline. Third is instrumentation. Please don't leave it guessing. Specify things like analog synths or nylon guitar. Fourth, the vocal style. Tell it the exact character of the voice, like whispery female vocals. And finally, tempo and production. Lock it in with an exact beat per minute, like 85 BPM, and dictate the sonic quality, maybe a lo-fi texture. Just be highly, highly specific.
Moving into Section 2, 3 epic fusion examples. Let's actually put this theory into practice and see exactly how this framework creates mind-blowing, cross-genre tracks.
First up, we've got an ethnic futuristic fusion. We are setting up a totally wild clash here. We're taking the traditional sounds of Indonesian dangdut and forcing them to collide head-on with the high-energy, neon-lit vibe of dark cyberpunk techno.
Just look at how the Big 5 formula anchors all that chaos into an absolute masterpiece. The prompt reads, Indonesian dangdut mixed with dark cyberpunk techno. Boom, there's our core genre. Then we dictate the instruments using really sensory language, heavy synthesized kendang percussion, electronic bassline, futuristic synth leads, rhythmic flute, or suling. We set the vibe to high energy, request female vocals with traditional melisma, and lock that tempo at exactly 130 BPM. By being this deliberate, the AI isn't just guessing anymore. It literally bridges the ancient and the electronic perfectly.
Next up, let's contrast 2 entirely different worlds. Orchestral cinematic epic versus hardcore boom-bap hip-hop. Think Mozart meets the Wu-Tang Clan. We're mixing grand, sweeping classical arrangements with really raw urban street elements.
The absolutely crucial point here is just how specific we get with the instrumentation. We're asking for aggressive violin staccato and a grand piano to collide beautifully with a heavy 808 sub-bass and a boom-bap drum break. We set the mood to dramatic and triumphant at 90 BPM and top it all off with gritty male rap vocals and a high-quality studio recording. When you structure it this way, man, you can almost hear the song playing in your head before you even hit generate. The AI knows exactly how to balance the massive soundstage of an orchestra with the punchy low end of hip-hop.
For our third example, we are exploring a fusion that sounds, quite frankly, impossible on paper. Reggae rhythm versus heavy metal distortion. We're really looking for that stark contrast between relaxed, summery offbeats and intense, aggressive, heavy energy. This brilliantly illustrates the power of structural instructions. Notice the prompt, offbeat skank guitar played with high-gain distortion. We are explicitly telling the AI to play a reggae style, but with a heavy metal sound.
But you know what? The real magic here is the pacing instruction. Relaxed verse transitioning into aggressive, heavy chorus. We aren't just dictating the sound anymore. We are dictating the actual journey of the song. Paired with raspy male vocals and double-kick metal drums, this creates a really dynamic, evolving track, rather than just a boring, static loop.
All right, Section 3, Pro Tips and Cheat Sheet. Let's equip you with the exact technical vocabulary you need to take your prompts to the next level.
Take a close look at this cheat sheet. This is exactly how you fine-tune your final acoustic texture. Under acoustic versus electric, don't just say guitar. You gotta specify a clean tone or high-gain distortion. Under era, you can dramatically shape the sound profile by specifying, say, a 1980s retro production versus a modern 2024 pop gloss. And space, space is incredibly important. Do you want the sound to be reverberant, echoing like it's in a massive hall? Or dry, meaning close and intimate with zero echo? Or maybe lo-fi for that vintage degraded quality? These exact words are the triggers the AI desperately needs.
Now here is a non-negotiable pro tip straight from the data for maximum responsiveness and accuracy. Always, always write your AI music prompts in English. I know, even if you want the actual lyrics to be in another language, current music AI models have been trained predominantly on English musical terminology. They just understand styles, nuances, and technical production terms so much better when the prompt itself is delivered in English. Trust me on this one.
Moving on to Section 4, Custom Structure and Lyrics. It's time to map these frameworks directly onto the software interface of platforms like Suno or Udio so you can execute this workflow flawlessly. Treat this chronological workflow as your ultimate roadmap. Step 1, always select Custom Mode. This is huge. It unlocks your ability to separate the musical style from the lyrics. Step 2, take that big 5 paragraph we just built and drop it into the Style of Music box. Now here's a really vital technical secret. This box works best when you keep it concise, strictly between 200 and 300 characters. And step 3 is where we take total control of the arrangement by entering our lyrics utilizing bracketed structure markers.
Inside that lyrics box, you are the conductor. Literally, by wrapping structural markers and brackets, you dictate the exact flow of the song. You can write your lyrics and place tags like verse 1, rap style, right above them. Want a massive change in energy? Drop in a chorus, melodic singing, or a heavy chorus tag. You can even orchestrate the very beginning with a slow intro tag. This tells the AI exactly when the rap verse should end and the melodic chorus should drop. It totally prevents the song from feeling musically flat or aimless.
So what happens if the result still isn't quite right? Well, here's your ultimate troubleshooting tip. These platforms feature customization sliders, often labeled as weird or style. If your fusion isn't hitting that perfect middle ground, just adjust these sliders to experiment with how far the AI deviates from its standard safe output. Pushing these sliders forces the AI to respect your clashing genres. Just a quick warning though, push weird too far and you might get something a little too avant-garde.
So, we've covered the Big 5 framework, the absolute power of precise vocabulary, and the structural roadmap you need to control the AI's generation. You see, you are no longer just prompting, you are engineering. So I'm going to leave you with this. Armed with the Big 5 and these structural markers, what impossible genre fusion will you engineer today? The boundaries of music have entirely dissolved, my friends. It's time to go out there and create something we've literally never heard before. Keep experimenting, have fun with it, and we'll see you in the next explainer.